Hello, Orville Nation. Hello, Pflugerville. Hello, John Reed. Hello, Louise. Hello, Orville family. Hello, Lady Q. Um, who else is in here? Mr. Lundell, Stephen Klein. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. LDG. Everybody who's joining us. Mando. Everyone who's joining us. Thank you guys for joining us. Dan. What's up, Dan? Happy Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. I'm doing Sunday Night Latchkum on Tuesday. Hello. Excuse me. Hello, John DeMarco. How are you guys? Hello, everyone. Yes. I'm just noticing that my S is being like all Kryptonian on me. It's like sparkling and kind of see-through. How is everybody? I hope you're all off to a great start and of your week, a great start of your week. And I know, isn't that cool? I just noticed that too, Johnny. I noticed it's like sparkling and see-through. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Stephen Klein, thank you, Stephen Klein. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Thank you for that super chat, Stephen. Stephen, I don't think you have a YouTube channel you want to promote. But if there's anything else, you want to promote, let me know. Just give me just write it in the chat if there's anything else. I will give you. Oh, you have a wrench. So yeah, guys, don't forget. We all grow together. So anything you guys want to promote during our stream, please put it up there. I don't care if you do it 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even care if you do it 10 times during the stream. I really don't care as long as it's not like, intrusive to people. So, so please, we all grow together, guys. So post whatever you want. We got some great news for you. We got some great exclusive news tonight. And thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much for your $1.99. You're always a big supporter, Stephen, of this community. Thank you. And hello to our sister channel. Well, one of our sister channels. I don't know. Does he have a YouTube? Hello to Ellie from the Orville family. And yes, I just heard the Orville family being called out on Nerdrotic just now. Wow. Yeah. So the Orville family is getting the word out there for their new channel, for Ellie's new channel. I see Budget Rent-A-Car is going into bankruptcy. There's going to be so many jokes about that. There's going to be so many jokes about that, Stephen. I've already thought about a couple. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. I'm going to be the only non-spammer. Is that hello, Deej. How are you? Guys, and before before we move ahead, I think most of you guys are aware of this, but we finally have our spin-off channel. And let me just tell the whole story in case anybody has missed it. I was going to do a Star Wars spin-off channel several months ago, but I got progressively more upset at the last Star Wars movie and hello, Joseph in Pflugerville. And I think that it was not going to go anywhere. Like a Star Wars channel is not worth investing in so much time. So I've mentioned this before, that we were going to do a spin-off, a more generalized spin-off channel, where we could talk about everything. Because the Orville is very specific, but even though we talk about a lot of stuff, we talk about comics and we have people, all kinds of guests on here. But I think that the spin-off channel is appropriate. And so the spin-off channel, if you have not subscribed, and we're going to start activities next week, is, and I'm going to start putting a couple of videos up this week, is called Nerd TV. And this is the way it's spelled. And this is the way it's spelled. And this is the link to the channel. So if you haven't subbed, please do, because we're going to be moving I'm going to be moving, and our community is going to be moving between both channels. Let me, yeah, and I'll give more details about that. I will give more details about that. Guys, if you haven't, by the way, if you haven't yet subbed to the Orval family, they are a brand new Orval channel, which you all know about. They've already done a couple streams, and I want you guys to please make sure, don't forget to sub to the Orval family, because there is only a few Orval channels, and we want to support our Orval family. And the Orval family channel. So please, this is Ellie's channel. Please make sure you are subbed to the Orval family. Hello, Jet. Hey, Dave G. Hey, DJ. Number one, Cinnabon. Oh, you guys are on here. Hello. So yeah, make sure you guys are subbed to our spin-off channel, Nerd TV, and make sure you're subbed to the Orval family. So to both of those, please, if you have time. So we might have a little debate toward the end of Latchkum about this fake news. By the way, it's fake news, guys. And I'm not saying it couldn't happen, considering who runs Star Trek right now, but this whole James Kirk is bisexual. Tell me, put an F in the chat if you think it's fake. Obviously, obviously, I think it's fake, especially the sources it's coming from. But just write an F if you think it's fake, or a T if you think it's true. It's definitely possible, because they could do anything at this point to destroy Star Trek. But Louise says F, fake. Hello, Love Shack. Hello, Cinnamon says fake. DJ says fake. Dave G says fake. Lady Q says fake. Chris Persia. Bird of Prey. Hey, what's up, Bird of Prey? Just asking everybody, Bird, to put in an F if you think that Kirk being bisexual is a fake story. Hey, Yosef, I think it's fake. CBS True Clan, it's fake. Yeah, says LDG. Yeah. They want to make a Love Shack. There was somebody broke a story, but we think they made it up about Kirk being bisexual, which is baloney. Yeah, it happened. Like it kind of released last night. Actually, I'll put up the article. Here, I'm going to show you guys the article. So before we start Latchkum, so you guys can see it. If you want a link, I'll put a link to it. I think this is the original article. Of course, it's yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, that's it. We got this covered. Okay. So this is the story. Obviously, we've seen the Twitter on. We've seen the Twitter on Twitter, the tweet on Twitter about being Kirk being like kind of a Kirkette, really. This is the article. Okay, so link, and you know what? I'm gonna read that article real quick. And I was gonna say this for like our new Star Trek news segment on Nerd TV, but let's just put it up here 1 second. Because it's come up. Gary was just talking about it on Nerdrotic. It's come up several times since last night. It might be Bird. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's see. Yeah, you guys can see it. Okay. So there's not really any graphics here, but I'm going to read it. CBS may make Kirk bisexual in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Star Trek, the original series, is still beloved, but it's aged poorly in certain ways. Captain Kirk's constant womanizing being one of them. Oh, you can tell the person who's writing this is just slightly polarized in their judgment. Even, well, it's it's not untrue that Captain Kirk is a ladies' man, but even the Abrams reboot movies kept this element of the character to some controversy. All the signs are pointing to us getting a new version of James Tiberius in the near future, though in CBS All Access's upcoming Star Trek Strange New Worlds. So maybe a major change needs to be made to the iconic Enterprise captain in order to bring him firmly into the 21st century. Yes, let's just like demasculate the guy. There is such a thing as there's something called procreation in the human race, and it has to do with males and females. So it's a natural instinct. If some people are like that, that's what the character is like. That's it. That's what he's like. Let's live with it. Anyway, let's see. CBS might feel that way too, as they apparently considering making a big change to the character. Trusted insider Daniel Rickman has revealed on Twitter that sources are telling him Kirk could end up being portrayed as bisexual in Strange New Worlds. Hey, they are toying with the idea of making Kirk bi in the new series. Yeah. If CBS wants to completely destroy not just their Star Trek franchise, but to destroy their whole brand as a network, go ahead. They should go ahead and do it. That's what they should do. The Kelvin films have already played around with depicting TOS characters as LGBTQ plus, with Sulu being portrayed as a married gay man with a daughter in Star Trek Beyond, which obviously the original actor did not agree with, even though he is gay, George Takei. It seems that Trek fans are open to this further exploration of the crew's sexuality. Then, in the responses, excuse me, I have some allergies. My throat is it's affecting my throat and the cough. In the responses to Rickman's tweets, I think it's Rickman, various users expressed interest, or at least a complete lack of shock at Kirk potentially coming out as bi. I like this idea very much. Says, I always assumed he'd sex anything that moved this. Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the comments that were, I always thought he was anyways, said Joanne. Alrighty then. Wow, this is a very skewed article. This article is obviously meant to get hits, and we are giving them hits right now. We are giving them traffic. CBS officially announced Strange New Worlds about a month ago. Shortly before the news broke, though, a report stated that Kirk would feature in the series, which will focus on Christopher Pike's 10-year Anson Mount, by Anson Mount, as tenure on the Enterprise. Jake Cannavale was said to be in the running to play the part, but as of yet, it doesn't seem like CBS has made a final decision. Tell us, though, do you have any thoughts on Kirk possibly being depicted as bisexual in Star Trek? All right. So this is ridiculous. I'm not saying they're not talking about it, but let's see what you guys are saying in the chat about it. We'll see what Jet says. Let's see what Jet says. I'm gay, masculine. I work on cars and shit. I just think Kirk's true love is the ship. Okay. So listen, some people, all opinions are respected, guys. Got a dash, guys. Okay. Bye, Johnny. Why doesn't have Kirk wear a furry costume? Yeah. And Jet to support Jet. Yeah, he is. You know what? The Enterprise is his girl. In many ways, his love, his one true love, or his guy, or whatever. It's his one true love. Hello, Captain Trek. Kirk is a womanizer because he had a traumatic youth when he was almost killed in Auschwitz style with most of his family. Says Love Check. Okay. Let's see. Tyrion doesn't count. Wonder why they don't make Ahura a man. It's a cinnamon. Okay, that's a fair point. And honestly, I don't think I'd care if they did that. To be annoyed about it would be acknowledge the legitimacy of discovery. Yeah. Lauren Cox is the only one that could pull that off. Headline: Kirk, sex with bunny corn develops poison glands. The ship is female, no dispute on that, says Love Shack. Steven says, gee, you might as well make Kirk transgender, which is the tweet that we had seen on Twitter about him being transgender. And if you guys haven't seen it, let me just post it real quick. Let's see. Anyway, we might just, I'm just throwing this out there because people were talking about it, but I think that, let's see. We might have Trek Ace come in a little bit and give his 2 cents on it. He's a young Star Trek writer and working on several fan film content. And let's see. This is in case you guys haven't seen it. This is the let's see. Let's see if this. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the William Shatner. So William Shatner tweeted. He tweeted. Well, let me just show you guys what he tweets. He tweets, "I do me," is what he tweets. So let's see. "I do me" says. This is the tweet by Shatner. So that's kind of like the transgender post that they did. Anyway, regardless of listen, anything is possible, but why not? If you want a transgender character, come up with a transgender character. Let respect the characters that have been played for years. Leave them be and come up with a new character. And who knows? Maybe the new character will be more popular than the old characters. That's happened a lot. There's been a lot of new characters that have been more popular than older characters. Some people like Picard better than Kirk. Some people's favorite captain is Sisko. So, I was just thinking that, Jet, come up with a whole transsexual race. And the way that Seth MacFarlane has handled this issue on the Orville was well, I shouldn't say handled it, but the way he has brought attention to these issues in our society, in today's society, is with the Mocklins, the all male species, and he's very ingenious. And Jet is absolutely right. Why not create a race of transsexual beings? Hello, Adega author, Adega Outlaw, doctor, and author Adega Outlaw is in the house. Hello, Taylor. Hello, Chris. I know some of you guys were all watching Nerdrotic, and hello, Mountains. They were talking about this. So, I also think it's an exaggeration too, Mando. Kirk being a womanizer is also an exaggeration, I think. I mean, obviously, I would not define his character. I would not define his character that way. It's part of his character. Now, a lot of people listen. The actor And they used to joke around a lot about this in Stargate Atlantis. The actor who played Dave Hewlett, the actor who played Rodney McKay in Stargate Atlantis, would joke about this all the time, like about Kirk getting the women. Yeah. And guys, also, let me just put it out there one more time. If you guys have not subbed to the Orville family, it's the new Orville channel on the block, and there's only a couple of us, so we look out for each other. And if you're not subbed to Ellie's channel, please do. And they have started. Oh, that's the wrong link. Sorry. Sorry. Actually, this is the link, guys. This is the link to the article. We got this covered. Kirk article. Okay, that's the link to the article that I just put up. The Orville family is here. This link. So, like I said, I was going to save this for some Star Trek news. There's actually a shitload of Star Trek news, and I was watching Gary on the talking about on the stream, and I think he's been away on vacation because he said like there's not much going on. I think he said that, but there is a lot of Star Trek news, and I'm actually come up with a little segment that I'm come up with a little segment for Star Trek news, and we're gonna tackle that on Nerd TV next week. I'm gonna start that real soon. So hello, Dr. Scotty. Thank you for subbing to the Orville family. Okay, and the Nerd TV guys. The other link I'm putting out again is the Nerd TV. By the way, if you guys are watching, we talk about Orville channels, and the mission of this channel is to bring the Orville community together to support Seth MacFarlane, Tom Costantino, and to connect you guys to Orville channels and podcasts. And apart from the Orville family and JP, obviously this community, our community, I know you guys are members of those communities as well. The other leading channel out there really for the Orville is Gary Nerdrotic. And I know most of you guys are on there, but if you're not, Gary at Nerdrotic is a leading channel supporting the Orville. And it looks like Doomcock too. So we will see. We'll see how if Doomcock reviews. I think he probably will. They're probably both going to review it together, actually, I assume. All right. I'm rambling. So sub to both of them if you have it, to Gary and Doomcock. Let's see. Let's see. This is the link to Nerd TV, guys, and we don't have any content up there yet. But if you haven't, please sub to it. All right. And yes, I know you guys can hear my tapping on the keyboard. I know. All right. Great. And it's so great to have Gary back. He had his little vacation, but he's back. We miss Gary when he's away. So Donald Myers. Hello, Donald Myers. It's all going to be strange. For a female Kirk, it would take a lot to get used to, but it would be different. It might even be good. Hard to say. Yeah, well, I think they should have a different Kirk's niece if you want. You can make him Kirk's niece, but come up with a different character. See what happens if you have a female Kirk or a transgender Kirk. Let's say, what happens is you're deconstructing the established character, and if you're deconstructing the established character, you're just going to piss off fans. And I saw a lot of tweets this week about how well like DS9 was good at when in that episode where they go back to TOS era. I forget the name of the episode. How well it's written into canon. How well it's written into canon when they go back, in the Berman era, in the Enterprise and They tackle all these issues, and they go back and the Klingons with the Klingons who looked more like humans, and how they go back and they address all these things and fit it into canon. So, all right, let's see. You're allowed to follow or not follow anyone. Yep. Okay. So Dave, the other channel, what we're going to be doing is what we're going to be doing on the other channel, guys, is that we're going to be doing broader range topics, because sometimes we've had people on here who are like not sci-fi, like we talk about comics, we talk about just things that are like further out of, obviously Orval. It's not just Orval. We talk about Trek, Star Wars. We talk about I think this channel is really about sci-fi in general. So there are other broader range topics that we're gonna get in, that we'll be able to get into on Nerd TV. So that's why it's there. And thank you, Trials and Tribulations. Thank you, Mr. Lindell. Yeah. So Venture Brothers. Yeah. Yeah, listen. Suggestions. I'm not against suggestions, guys. I like the idea of a female whose last name is Kirk. So still known. Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie. What if she's related to him? That's a different character. It'd be fun if, what if it's like his cousin's daughter, his second niece? Yeah. It would be fun. She would be a manizer instead of a womanizer. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Trials and Tribulations. They were so respected in canon too. Yes, they were. So thank you, Dan. They were. We have big news. I gotta announce big news, guys. Before we start. Yeah, Dave. Sure, Dave. No, I didn't. I did not see the interview. I am going to check it out. It's been a really busy. So thank you, Stephen, for telling me. Thank you for reminding me. I saw a post, and I have to go back and check that out. I didn't know it was an interview, though. I saw a post. Guys, don't forget, we grow together. For those of you who have a wrench, and if you want a wrench, and you guys are, you guys are frequent participants, please ask me, and I will. I want you guys to be able to post. We can't have one or two people post. I want everybody to actively post their material, anything they want. So Amanda's putting up here content. So okay. Great. Okay, big news. All right. You guys all remember Sporking and I interviewed one of the earlier interviews we did was with our friend of the channel, Stargate actor Corin Nemec, who played Jonas Quinn, and Parker Lewis. He's Parker Lewis. He was Parker Lewis, guys. So Parker Lewis can't lose, and Jonas Quinn. We interviewed several months ago. We interviewed Corin. And Corin, on July 1st, if I'm not mistaken, you guys have seen on Twitter, Corin is going to be doing a tour of America. And instead of being cooped up in his mansion or his large house, like all these celebrities, Corin is taking it to the people, and he's getting in an RV, and he's going to go around the country. I don't know. Maybe he'll even go to Canada. I don't know what he's going to do exactly. But he's going to go all around in his RV and with a film team, and he's going to document everything. And he's going to stop in all these places, and it's called Tour of America, if I'm not mistaken. So, in support of Corin, on Thursday, we are going to be interviewing Corin again. So for him, he's going to be telling us all about his adventure and what this is going to mean, his summer tour, and what it's going to mean, what he's going to talk about. I think he wants to talk. My gut instinct is he wants to talk about a lot of issues affecting America, and I think he wants to talk about all kinds of things. I don't know yet though, so he's going to tell us on Thursday. Thursday at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, 2:30 Pacific. We will be with Corin here on Orville Nation. This will be on Orville Nation because Corin is a Stargate actor, and we're gonna keep him on. We're gonna do this interview on Orville Nation as we start to build up nerd. As we start to get Nerd TV going, we'll figure out what should go where. But we're gonna use both channels. So, oh, dang it, says Adega can't be there. All right, we will miss you, Adega, but we will miss you, my friend. But you can watch us later, I guess. I hope. So 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. If I had a soul, I would sell it for an interview with him. Joseph, are you're not doing a channel, are you? Ruffalo, love that show. Let's see. From my experience, okay. Thank you, Love Shack. So, guys, Thursday. Don't forget Thursday, and we're going to be posting a lot about it. And by the way, we're going to have some other YouTubers on the channel. It should be very interesting, and we should have very interesting time with Corin because he's very passionate about this tour. So we're going to hear a lot about it. That's amazing. So, okay. And before I forget, just check out if you haven't, Corin's, here. Please check out Corin's GoFundMe for the summer tour and the documentary that he's putting together. This is the link. Okay. And if anybody wants to contribute, please do. If not, please, hey Kai, what's up? If not, spread the word. Please retweet it, share it. You'll see it on my Twitter, and Corin GoFundMe. Guys, I saw Captain Trek in here. Also remember his GoFundMe, Captain Trek's GoFundMe. Please put it up as many times as you want. Captain Trek for his his life-saving surgery. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do some Latchkum. What is Bird saying? So a celebrity is using GoFundMe to fund a tour of the USA during a pandemic. That doesn't sound right to me. Shouldn't that be more a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo? I don't know. That's a good question. I will say this though, he is really a salt of the earth guy, Bird. I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. I think it's for me. I'm not bothered by it. I think his intention is to do. He wants to go. He's going to meet fans too. He's gonna be doing. He's gonna be stopping and meeting fans all around. So I actually think it sounds fabulous. To me, it sounds fabulous. Let's see. Been trying to get Yosef to review those cheesy movies. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to throw out the first question, the first Latchkum question. And the first Latchkum question I'm throwing out is, do you guys think Strange New Worlds is actually going to happen? Do you guys think Strange New Worlds is actually going to happen? Hello, Max World Entertainment. And guys, Trey has, what time is it at? I think it's in an hour and a half. Trey has a big interview tonight, so check it out. on his channel, on Max World Entertainment. Okay. What do you guys think? Meme, says LDG. How if he's in Michigan, I got it covered. Dig about Trey. I mean about Corn. Meme, says LDG. Love Shack says, I hope not. Lady Q says, it will happen, but it will flop. Lady Q, I messaged you, by the way, on that link, on the link that we hooked up on. I messaged you, by the way. So let me know. Let's see. Squirrels. I think it will, and I'm hopeful it will be good, says Mountains. Well, listen, if it would be good, I'm down with that. I'm down with being good. Would be nice, but I agree with Live Love Shack. I hope until they fix STP and STD. Yeah. Let's see. CBS layoffs, their stock is sketchy. I hear that there were yeah, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do with that jet? Who knows what's going to happen? Anything's possible. Master of Caffeine, fueled by YouTube excitement. 100%. I just hope they learn from all the feedback from Sisko and Picard. Says Yosef. I think they're throwing out bait for SCWs to grow some demand for the show because there isn't any. I hope it doesn't. I don't think it will, but the world is crazy, says Kai. Interesting. Mr. Lundell, such an excellent question, PJ. Hopefully it won't happen. Thank you, Mr. Lundell. Guys, Mr. Lundell has a channel where you can watch full movies on his channel. If you're not subbed to Mr. Lundell, please put up your link so people can sub to you. You can watch full movies with him while he does his Mystery Science Theater type of thing with him and watching older movies. Yes, I do, because CBS will throw out any, even if it's terrible, just for spite, proving something to the fans. Strange New Worlds, I don't think Picard Season 2 is going to happen. Oh, you don't think Season 2 is going to happen? Wow. John DeMarco, I think the show will probably happen, but I will lose interest. And if they mess up Kirk, don't even say that. But they could really mess up Kirk. You're right, John. Max World, thank you, Trey. Should you some love? Hit that like, spread the word. Thank you, my friend Trey. Trey has Trey, can you confirm the time of your big interview tonight? I think it's in an hour, right? And we should be wrapping up. We should be wrapping up by then. And if you, and we will send everybody your way. We might go a few minutes over, but we're going to send everybody your way. Can you just confirm the time, Trey, on that? Let's see if it puts it up. On Trey. Thank you, Trey. Thank you so much for the $5 support, my friend. Max World Entertainment. Thank you, my friend. I hope Strange New World will not be made. Really, since they first wanted to name it Enterprise. Oh gosh. They first wanted to name it Enterprise, I know, Captain Trek. Captain Trek, put up your GoFundMe again as well, please, so people are aware of it, in case anybody has missed it. If there's no corporate buyouts, yes, I think it will happen. Says Luis. Interesting. No, I don't think Strange Worlds is going to happen right now. CBS Viacom, they seem really financial trouble, and CBS All Access not be around with much because Netflix and Hulu has already passed. That's interesting, Nate. Yeah, and listen, in this atmosphere, anything can happen. Seth could end up with Star Trek. like that. It was a crazy rumor, but who knows? Seth could end up with Star Trek. I'm good with it being merely decent. You know what? I could very agree, Dave. If it was just okay, I think I'd be okay with it. STP is a good thought, but seriously, they need to stop shooting out hit or miss. Yeah. Let's see. I think it's more like Section 31. Oh, Stranger World is much more likely than Section 31. Oh, yeah, totally, John. Absolutely. Yes, totally more likely than, absolutely. I may be crazy, but I think Lower Decks will be the best of the new treks. I agree, Bert. I agree. It probably will be the best of the new treks. You're right. I agree with Bert on that. As far as the Kurtzman stuff. Donald Meyer says, I'm hoping it will happen. Let's see. Yeah, John DeMarco says, yeah, Bird. It will happen and be good with when PJ hosts a show with a trio of naked female Ryan slave girls. Yes, that would be interesting. That would be interesting, Love Shack. Yeah. We will have to get 3 cosplaying Orion slave girls, who, as we know from Enterprise, actually are in charge of the guys. Isn't that interesting? Hello, Thomas. 24. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, 0 now that you pointed that out, DJ will give me a dislike if he's still here. Yes. Trey. Daniel Batal on my show at 8 p.m. Central. Okay, Central. So that's 2 hours from now. Yeah, a couple hours. Okay, awesome. Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it. Trey, I might be asleep because it's already late here. But maybe I'll leave you on so you can put me to bed with your soothing voice, my friend. You're gonna have to turn your stream into a bedtime story. Enter poop. Enter poop. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna ask the first question. I'm gonna ask somebody to ask the first question. I mean. Mando, do you have a question? Orville question. So we take the Latchkum and throw it to Mando. Mando, Latchkum, do you have a question for your fellow Orvillians? Do you have a Orville question? Preferably Orville. You can ask a Trek question. Let's see if and let's see. See if Mando said yes. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Okay. All right. So Mando was not answered me. I'm not seeing his question. So, Bird, you want to ask your DS9 question? Yeah, well, hit us with a DS9 question. After, okay, we'll take Mando's first, and you take our next question, Bird. Hit us with a DS9 question. So Mando, here's Mando's question. How do you think season 2 finale will affect season 3? How do you think the season 2 finale of the Orville will affect season 3? Hello, Peggy. How do you season 2? How do you think season 2 finale will affect season 3? No, you're good, Mando. There's a lag on my on the chat. How do you think the season 2 finale will affect season 3? What do you guys think? Now, season 2 finale. So first we have the penultimate episode, the second to last episode. We have young Kelly and old Kelly, and then they send young Kelly back to the future, and the future gets mixed up, and the present gets mixed up. Bird says, I hope it really doesn't, and they just move to season 3 like nothing happens, says Bird. Okay. What about, I'm hoping it opens the possibility for House and Sage to return, says Dan. Yeah, oh, okay. Interesting. I have a feeling it's not going to happen. That's my opinion, Dan. Of course, Dan's reminding us, guys, that Halston was in the season 2 finale. That's absolutely. My other question is geared to everyone. Is geared to everyone. Yes, of course. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that. Will allow LDG will allow them to make minor changes to the timeline without getting Flashpoint. By the way, LDG, you have a wrench, right? Can you put, guys? Don't forget to sub to. Don't forget to sub to Pixelate, which is LDG's other channel. So please put that up there, LDG. I agree, Bird. I don't want to. Peggy says I don't want us to be too dependent on previous episodes to enjoy the show. Yep. Yeah, they might just drop it and just move forward. I think there will be slight changes in the timeline, but I think they will make a huge impact. Yeah, so something could imagine something just being different, and it'll really stand out. And changes in the timeline. Oh, I got a big question. So, okay, Bird, think of your get ready to write us your question. How I was ready. The GSU just took it. Oh shit, that's right. You guys can't see this. I didn't realize that. It's green. That's right. That's funny, Dave. I didn't realize that. Thanks, man. I think there were slight changes that will have huge impact in season 3. That's the genius of such stuff. It's not full of arc stories. You can watch a Family Guy episode and enjoy it because you don't have to see the true, very true, Peggy. Don't be surprised if Kelly wakes up as Ed is coming out of the shower and she knows something. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's interesting, Mr. Rondell. Yeah, we've thought about stuff like that happening. By the way, my college kid finally watched the Orval and enjoyed it. Now I have someone to talk to. That's great. That's great, Peggy. Jerry's fault. Hey, 14 is awake. Yay, 14. It's midnight in the UK. He's awake. Guys, I heard 14 had a great show yesterday. If you haven't watched it, you have not watched 14 because I have not watched it yet. 14 and Adega had a great show yesterday, as far as I know. And if you haven't watched that show, you must watch that show. And because they were talking about the moon, and they were talking about the moon, and this is the link to yesterday's show. So sub to 14 and check out Adega's and 14's show from yesterday. Okay. So Let's see. Bird is hitting us up with that question. Okay, AFK. It comes and goes. The beard, the goatee. A big bottle of whiskey. I know, right? A big bottle of whiskey. So I can just keep it here because you guys can't see it, right? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Bird's question is coming up. There we go. In Deep Space Nine, what was Captain Sisko's sister's first name? Oof. Oh, only Bird comes up with these questions. These are hard. In Deep Space Nine, no Googling, says Bird. In Deep Space Nine, what was Captain Sisko's sister's first name? Good question. I bet somebody in here knows it. Let's see who knows it. Who knows Captain Sisko's sister's first name? Crystal Pepsi. Oh, your Lady Q is your Skype. We connected on the Skype, so I messaged you on. But my email. We connected on email, and it was my email is orvalnationpj@gmail.com. So, but we connected on Skype to talk about something, which I'm not quite sure. I don't remember quite sure what it was, but. Did he have a sister? Karen, says Jet Screamer. Judith. Oh, a lot of people are saying Judith. Bird says Judith. Who is first to get it? Mac? Yes, Trey was first. And Dan with a close second. Judith. Oh, wow. Awesome. Good question, Bird. Thank you. They should make Jonathan Frakes Kelly's dad, or make Marina Sir's husband, since he's the teacher. Oh, make Frakes Marina's husband. Oh, gosh. Interesting. Very interesting. Really? Because you watch so much, Trey, it's like in your subconscious. You've watched so much. Well, here, you guys, let's, before I ask the next question, and I'm going to, let's just take Stephen's question real quick. Do you guys, is there any possibility? I don't think so. Because they're not going to want to go there. Is there any possibility that they would make Jonathan Frakes Marina Sirtis's character's significant other? What do you guys think? Let's just answer real quick Stephen's question. It's interesting. I think it's, I don't think it's going to happen. What do you guys think? Was Judy or Judith? She was never. Triple Army to get the answer. Taking their Star Trek sources, what kind of? It's beer, actually. It's Romulan ale. Like to his Jonathan as a family guy, God has been a teacher. Maybe he's writing or something. As a family guy, a husband or a teacher, another teacher. I don't think Frakes would do it. Yeah, I don't think he would, because it might even be against like his contract, like in his Star Trek stuff. They're gonna get pissed off at him. He has too much. Yeah, he has too much going on in current track. He wants to be back in season 2, and he's gonna be back in season 2, I think. Up Picard. I'd like to have an Orville Garrick-like character. Some mystery would be nice. Yeah, guys. All right, let me ask the question, and I'm gonna pick somebody else. But let me ask this question because it just came to me when we were talking before. If we had a slight time change. Like let's say we have a time alteration and something has happened and people don't realize that something has happened. Would we have let's suppose, remember in yesterday's Enterprise when and somebody I wasn't sure if somebody mentioned yesterday. I wasn't sure if they were talking about yesterday's Enterprise as well. But remember once we had yesterday's Enterprise, the only person who realized that something was wrong in the timeline was Guinan, because of her species had this kind of special intuition. And let me just throw this out there. What if somebody on the Orville had that kind of intuition? Who would it be? If somebody on the Orville had a Guinan-like intuition of an alternate change in the timeline, who would it be? Who in the Orville universe would it be? Donald says, I don't think so. This chat must be going really slow. These are Bird Prey says, Dan. That's a good one. Yeah. It can't be somebody human, because it's got to be somebody with kind of a different ability than the human. So it's not going to be human. The Love Shack says Dan. Louise says Dan. Oh, Stephen. God, that's Stephen got what I was thinking about. Jason Alexander. What's his name? What's his character's name? Onyx. The guy. Yeah, Jason Alexander playing the bar. Yeah. I also thought Yaphet. And Joseph says maybe Yaphet. Yeah. Lady Q says the bartender. Yeah. George Costanza at the bar. Yeah. So it would be one of the alien species. Yaphet says Chris Persia. Hey Chris, what's up, man? I saw you before. I'm just a little. I still get like a newbie with stuff. I get overwhelmed. Big Head has some advantages. The Big Head has some advantages. Didn't Kelly have it in the last? Didn't Kelly have it in the last episode? An intuition? Yeah, but it wasn't like, wasn't it? Yeah, but it was like it was a comment. It wasn't it a comment in passing or something? Just a comment in passing. It wasn't really. Yeah, so that's an interesting question. Who would have the Guinan? So we said Yaphet. We've said Onyx, the bartender, played by Jason Alexander, and who's the first person you guys said? Dan. Dan. I really like the Dan scenario too. That Dan might be the. I know I want to see Jerry in the Orville too. Oh, imagine if they did a reunion where like Jerry and Kramer just came on the ship, and they were like guests on the ship, and they were across the hall from each other for TN. Why not introduce a new character for a new concept? Seems like we talked about this earlier. Yeah, you could have a new character. Absolutely, Dave. That is an excellent idea. You could have a new character that would. By the way, Charlie Burke, the new character, we don't know she's human, and it looks like she might be on the bridge, but we don't know. Oh shoot! I lost my place. We don't know she's human. Where was I? Yeah. So we don't know she's human. Excellent point, Dave. Okay. Oh, she realized. Yeah, she realized she messed. Yeah, but she wasn't being. Yeah, she didn't have the same intuition though. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ronell. And Dan needs his own episode at some point. Yeah. Says 14 says haha yes. They're across the room from each other. Yeah, across the hall from each other. Kramer's not going to be allowed on this set for another year at least. Oh, Seth invited Whoopi to come on. It would be fun to see. Seth invited? Did she invite Whoopi? Oh, really? Falling asleep here. It's past 1 a.m. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're in my time zone, Joseph. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. here. It's past 1 a.m. Yeah, go to bed, my friend. Thank you for hanging in there. Not at this point, says Bird. Kramer on the Orville, that'd be interesting. Yeah, obviously he'd be playing a different character. What if Kramer on the ship? Oh, you guys brought this up the other day. Yeah, one of you guys brought this up like 10 days ago. We were talking about, somebody said, why don't they just play, what if they replay Seinfeld on the holodeck and it goes crazy? And yeah, one of you guys said it. Who said it? Who said that? What if they played, one of you guys said it. What if they were playing Seinfeld instead of on the screen, they put it into like a program, the holodeck, and then the holodeck simulator goes crazy. And like George Costanza, I think somebody said George Costanza saves the ship. Nate, what if Kramer came on the ship as Kramer? Yeah, as Kramer. Yeah, Nate. That'd be great. Dan needs his own episode where he breaks the fourth wall. Yes, Stephen. Stephen has said that before. Yes, Dan breaking the fourth wall. A lot of you guys think Dan is going to be the guy who breaks the fourth wall. We're going to get blackjack tables and strip club inside the ship before we get Jerry and the crew. You think so? I don't know. Jerry's already been on the show, Love Shack. He's already been on the bridge. Listen, if somebody told you that Seinfeld is going to be played on the bridge of a Starfleet vessel on the new show, we wouldn't believe it. They've done it on the Orville. Who knows? Love Shack. Oh, great. Just what Trek needs another timeline. This is Captain Trek. Imagine there's a race called Meat Popsicle as a great reference to Fifth Element. Oh, I'm missing the reference for Tian. A race called Meat Popsicle. It's a great reference to the Fifth Element. Oh, well, you're gonna have to explain that to me because I'm not sure if I got it. The Adventures of Captain Dan. The Adventures of Captain Dan. The Right Stuff. Oh, I like that, dude. I like that. The Right Stuff. I like that, number one. I am stuck in Europe from COVID. Love Shack. Jason Alexander was on the Voyager episode Think Tank and was pretty scary, devious. Well, yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was wearing like this makeup, a lot of makeup, and yeah, that's right. I did, Stephen. You said that. Okay, you said that, Stephen. Okay. That was great, man. That was great. The simulation could be played a new Seinfeld episode. Yeah, I'll be playing a new Seinfeld episode. Oh, wait a second. Guys, you hit it right on the head. Stephen Bird, Seth, Seinfeld belongs to NBC, I think, right? Yeah, Seinfeld belongs to NBC. Seth's big NBC Universal deal. Oh, now he's got those characters at his fingertips. Yeah, I'm in Spain. Do you think we get a live Orval attraction like Star Wars? I do. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Nate's question, guys? Do you guys think we'll ever get a live attraction? I do, because I think the Orville is going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be. I do, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a Disney. Who knows? And it might not be a permanent thing. It might be a yearly thing. Now I need to. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Nate's question? Let's take Nate's question. Do you guys think we'll have a permanent or a seasonal attraction? You know, maybe I don't know, maybe a place like Vegas or something like or Atlantic City, or I don't know, places like that, or somewhere in Florida. Who knows? Maybe at NBC Universal Studios. Now I see both season all over again and see what I missed. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna review, guys. We're gonna review season 1, by the way, starting really soon. In the fifth one with the police, asked Bruce Willis if he was human. He said, "Oh, okay. Thanks, Fartian. That's okay. That's right. It was something like that. Yeah, thank you. It was something like that. Yes, it's late. Go to sleep, Dan. We will miss you, Dan, but go to sleep. You need sleep. DS9 can plant their charters into a TOS episode. Why can't they do what? If DS9 can plant their charters into a TOS episode, yeah, why not? There you go, Steven. In the Seinfeld episode. Yeah, I mean, they were already doing it. Remember, I mean, basically when what's his face? When Gordon has the iPhone, the iPhone girl, and he creates his program around the personality based on the iPhone content. And they go and they hang out with his fictitious girlfriend. Yeah, Peggy got it. The fulfillment cop's doing. Yep, that's right. Thank you, Lady Q. Just was in Voyager, Space Pimp trying to make 7 of 9 his new hooker. Was it? I thought it was different. I thought it was different. His role. It was. Oh, you guys are all telling me. Thanks, guys. Neither here. Call it neither here Orval there. That's great. Number 1. Wow, that's great. Number 1. I love that. I like that. Probably not a permanent or violent attraction. Yeah, probably not. I would say, yeah, like a monthly exhibit at a place like, Orville, Las Vegas, convention. Who knows, or something like that. Hey, Jim, what's up? Who knows? Maybe Orville family will have. Maybe Ellie will have her Orville convention up and running by then. She wants to do Orville conventions instead of it being a new Seinfeld episode. How about Gordon and Lamar discussing a Seinfeld episode and finally fooling around the holodeck to play it out? Disastrous results. Yeah, I totally see it. One of my favorite moments in the episode is where they're coming up on that South, like, Mexican stronghold. I think it's about a girl, and Bortus comes in and interrupts and Ed's like, "We're playing a game here," and he interrupts his game, and the guy does, "Yes, we will settle this with a dance contest." That's what the bad guy says, and Gordon's like, "Yeah, I fiddled with the controls." We need simulators. There's going to be simulator episodes in season 3. There has to be like a simulator malfunction episode in season 3. There has to be. I almost guarantee there has to be, because those are very popular, and if they're done well, and Seth will do them well, I guarantee Seth will do them well. I almost guarantee there's going to be a simulator episode. More so than just Bortus going and looking at porn. I mean, that was funny. It was kind of, but it's like as maybe something's gone haywire or something's, or there's an intelligence being born on the simulator. No live action attraction with the Orval until Universal Studios buys from. Yes, Love Shack. Until Orville. Okay, I see what you mean. I know exactly what they can do, and they can do this in Vegas, but they can really scale actual Orville. Yeah, wow. Imagine the Orville being a hotel someday. Wow. Yeah. A scales. Wow. I like that, Nate. Let's start a GoFundMe for that. Or maybe it's a Kickstarter. We'll ask Bird. Okay. I'll sadly go Trey. Guys, don't forget to Trey is up in like an hour and a half with his guest, so don't forget to hit him up in an hour and a half on Max World Entertainment. Thank you, Trey. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. By Mac, yes. Hey, Sci-Fi TV, what's up, my friend? My friend, Sci-Fi TV. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Let's catch up soon. Lost in Paradise. I remember pretty clear. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny, Jet. I remember pretty clear. Jason Zeller plays a womanizer pimp in Starch. Was he a womanizer? No soup for you. Oh yeah, no soup for you. Oh, I gotta tell you my soup Nazi story someday. I can't right now. Not the real soup Nazi. The like because it was based on the actor who played the. I'll tell you. We were going to get a shout out from. Originally when I was doing the channel, we were going to get a shout out from the guy, the actor who played the soup Nazi, but he didn't want to do it because he felt the. I guess he felt it went against his union, his actors union, which is silly because we've gotten an infinite amount of shout outs from actors. So anyway, let's see. That's kind of the story. He seems like a nice guy, though. I'd love to have a shout out from him. That was shout out. That chat was about to get Ellie the information on previous Orval confirmation. Oh, that was what we were going to talk about? Lady Q? Is that it? Well, yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's talk about it. Gramps slams the table. I'm out. Jet, that's hysterical. Yeah, that's hysterical. Jet's, I don't know if you guys know what Jet's talking about, but Jet's talking about the owner of your domain, right? Wasn't it? The episode, the masturbation episode. That's hysterical, Jet. Gordon comes. Yeah. Question: did Kalon Prime transfer download himself into another Kalon? Yeah, I think Kalon Prime is not lost. I agree, Stephen. Somehow he's not lost. Or not totally. Episode shot Steinfeld style, complete with funky music in the Yeah. Oh, totally. That sounds funny. I listen. I think one of the other things we're going to see in season 3 are new levels of creativity, and that creativity could involve humor. It can involve, yeah, absolutely, Jim. Yeah, they're going to take it. Listen, they took things up a notch from season 1. They started strong season 1. They found their footing. A lot of people think they found their footing in season 1. They really found it in season 2. They took things up a notch, and I really think they're going to take things up another notch. And Gary from Nerdrotic, he's been on set, and he's been allowed to say he thinks it's going to be freaking awesome. And he said, and he's going to blow your mind, and it's going to blow our minds. I think that, yeah, that's all. Well, like Gary's made some comments about it on his stream. So Nerdrotic, Gary from Nerdrotic. There will be an alien female crew member with three breasts before we get Seinfeld. Oh, we had 3-breasted females in Enterprise. Well, they talked about them, but we didn't see them. But perhaps they should have. Oh, we have seen them at some point maybe in whatchamacallit in Deep Space Nine. Perhaps they could review Seinfeld on the holodeck. Like, yes, Dave, something like that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they review Seinfeld instead of Sherlock Holmes, because Gordon's just like such a goofy guy. I appreciate your support. Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi, dude. Sci-fi. Start a channel. Start an Orville channel, like a YouTube channel. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you? Sci-fi. Tell me if you got a YouTube channel now. You didn't before. Tell me if you got to do a YouTube channel now, Sci-fi. I mean, obviously you have an account, but I mean, are you putting content on there? Are you putting content? What was the time? What is the time there for you? Oh, here it's like Joseph. It's 1:30 a.m. Where are you? So were you 6:20? Are you like Central, Mortimus? Um, guys, check out whatever 14 the Planetary Union Barber puts up. You got to check out. Yeah, family, Orville family. It's Ellie's got a good, nice new channel. Ed is Jerry, Kelly is Elaine, Gordon is George, Dan is Kramer. Who would be Newman? Yaphet? I don't know. Newman. Who would be Newman? All right. You know what? I was about to ask a question. Let's take that question. Who's Newman in Jim's scenario? So they're going down to the holodeck. Instead of playing, because that's what they do in the 21st century, they play an old, they play a game in a simulator. Instead of playing Sherlock Holmes holo novel, simulator novel, they do a Seinfeld one. So who plays Newman? Who would play Newman? And then I'm going to ask him a real question. I'm going to ask him to pick somebody else. Jim's question: who would be Newman, guys? Let's see what people say. Only Newman can play Newman. Bortis should play Newman. Yes, Yaphet is Newman. Bortis is Newman. Tala. Oh, someone needs to get these ideas to Seth. There has to be another season, 3 seasons worth of ideas here. They're absolutely right. Absolutely right, Miss Lundell. Orville production staff. I'll tell you this. I have a feeling the Orville production staff knows. I have a feeling that they know that there's great ideas here. And I have a feeling that they have listened. Maybe not live. Maybe they rewatch us. Who knows? Slow Night. Got notified in time to watch. Thank you, Hal. Thank you for joining us, Hal. So I'm going to pick somebody. Clyden. Oh, wait. What did I miss? Let's see. Ed and Kelly in a romantic relationship, but still maintain their leadership. The tension between Ed and Kelly is got to, I think it's got to remain there. There's going to be a back and forth thing with them, but I think it's going to, for a while, I think it's going to be there for a while. Clyden is Newman. Clyden. Oh, yeah. Dude, I like Clyden as Newman because Newman's kind of got this antagonistic part to him, and I like Clyden as Newman. I do. That's great, Jim. Yeah. Stephen Clance says, hello, Bortis. This is a great writer's room. It is, dude. I know, seriously, some freaking good ideas in here, man. We need Fuzzy Door. We need to share the panel with people from Fuzzy Door. They should be on the panel talking about this with us. Someday we'll invite people from Fuzzy Door. Let's see. Seth's production company. Lamar is putty. Lamar is putty. It's been climbing over day. All right, I'm going to ask somebody. Next question. Orville question, guys. Orville question. Oh, Jim. An Orville question. So, Jim, I know we kind of just asked your question, but do you have an Orville question you want to ask? And we'll give you a few minutes to think. Just say if you want to take a question or not, or you want to pass it. So accept or pass, and then we'll give you a minute to think about a question. Are we the Orville Secret Brainstorm Pool? Yes, we are. Love Shack. We might be. It's the back Fuzzy Door. By the way, guys, listen, if anybody out there wants to go make an Orville fan film, do it. Because unlike the freaking idiots at CBS, there are no real constraints on Orville fan films, except they just don't want you making money. We asked them about this. Last year, I asked Tom Costantino about this. He was very straightforward about this. Basically, there's no constraints. They just don't want people making money. Those are the rules. Don't profit off of it. Don't profit off the fan film. Right now, and I mean, of course, people, be respectful. If anybody wants to go do a fan film, but listen, guys, if anybody has that urge to make a fan film, do it. Don't do a Trek film. Do an Orval film, because they're not going to say anything. Like Eric the Smoke is doing. He's doing his Orville film because he doesn't want to deal with freaking. Well, because he loves the Orville, and I'm not sure some of it has to do. He's worked on Trek films before, but there's when you have the liberty to create and not have to worry about this crap about like CBS, like what did the CBS do on their 50th anniversary? Sue Axanar? That was like, they didn't do much for the 50th anniversary. I mean, the most notable thing that CBS Viacom did on the 50th anniversary of Star Trek was Sue Axanar. All right. So anyway, it's back fuzzy door. It's back fuzzy door. Fluger. Okay, I always say fuzzy door. Sorry. Thanks, Fluger. Sci-fi, thank you for your sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you for your sticker, Sci-fi. And let me just, I have to go to the keep it up. Oh, thank you. I have to, because it doesn't show up the sticker. I have to see what the sticker is. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Sci-fi. Sci-fi has been an awesome supporter for a long time. Sci-fi, tell me, you didn't answer me. Did you have? Oh wait, what's this? I have it pull up. Would you like to see Ed and Kelly in the romantic relationship? Leadership and distance. Oh, I didn't realize I did. I read it wrong before. Sorry. On Twitter, he has a poll up. Okay. Guys, Sci-fi, tell me. Well, whenever you start a channel, you decide to start a channel, let me know. Thank you, Sci-fi. Yeah, Smoke, Eric the Smoke. Yep. Yeah, we've interviewed Eric several times. He's a good friend. You did make a short film? Well, we want to see it. 14. Is there a link? Can you link it? All right. Jim's question. Does the Orville need more female characters? Kelly, Tala, Claire. Seems a bit light. Maybe more Ensign Turco. Yeah. I think I think that Ensign Turco is going to be developed more. Plus Latino, she's Hispanic. There's not really that ethnicity is not really represented, so they might develop her more. That's great. So what do you guys think? Does the Orville need more female characters? What do you guys think? And Jim says maybe more Ensign Turco. Yeah, Ellie was busting my chops the other day, saying that like all the guys are into Ensign Turco. I think, can you crowdfund? I think, can you crowd? I would imagine, Peggy, the question to that, and I can ask that question more specifically. Can you crowdfund? I think if you prove that it's justifiably spent, if the money is justifiably spent, what's the worst thing? Unrestrained. I will ask that though, Peggy. I will. I wrote it down. Let's do the worst unrestrained Star Trek Orville movie. It's profit t-shirt sales. I still want X-Files episode with Scully and Mulder as guest stars. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, like what if they go back and do an X-Files episode on the simulator, And like Gordon and Tala are like walking around with flashlights. I read there's a new female character. Yes. Guys, Jim's question. I'm getting behind. Sorry. What do you guys think? Love Shack. Who's Ensign Turco? Who's Ensign Turco? Love Shack? Here, I'm gonna show you who Ensign Turco is. Ensign Turco is you know who she is. Ensign Turco is Lamar's girlfriend, like girlfriend, because they don't even know if they're girlfriend or boyfriend. Let's take that question right after. So let's finish answering this question, guys. As Admiral COVID. So for teens, I don't think it needs more female characters. And Jim says he forgot there was a new. Yeah, Charlie Burke is the new female character. Ensign Turco is Lamar's girlfriend. She's the Hispanic actress. Love that idea, says sci-fi. I think Orval needs more female teens for the kids. I think that's what's missing, Peggy. Yep. Like, and I think that's just going to happen. I think they're just going to, once we start seeing more Ty Marcus, Topa interactions, I think we'll see other characters. Yeah, I think you're right. That's where it might be missing, Peggy. Yep. Oh, shoot. You put up the link. Guys, hit this up. Hold on. I want to make sure I can open it up. Hit up for Tian's link for hello, Phi. How are you, my friend? Phi goes, Orville is all that's left of Trek. Holy crap. That's the truth. Isn't that the truth? For Tian. Oh, damn. All right. I'm going to let you guys. All right. 14 made a very short fan film. Orville fan film. Very short. Orville fan film. I like that. That's cool. Go check that out, guys. Let's see. All right, guys, for balance. So do we need any more? Guys? Any more females? We got Charlie Burke. She's joining as a new character. So, I mean, I think that what are your what are the rest of your comments? Thank you, Sci-Fi. Scully and Mulder have characters. We certainly need more short skirts around. Well, you know, if they have them, there's no complaints on my end there. But yeah, I think like we said, we think Ensign Turco. Listen, Ensign Turco will probably be developed. And again, as far as them like having, you know, our planet, our ethnicities, the ethnicities on our planet represented. She is a Hispanic actress, so that's likely. Way mission. Yeah. Yes. They should have like these secondary characters together. Yeah. I love that, Steven. Yeah. Steven's always had good ideas. I live in Pirate Bay. Sometimes I miss some episodes playing at Swedes in winter. Sunglasses on. Oh, sci-fi. I mean, Phi has sunglasses on. Are you at the beach? Or are you at the beach? That's great. If you're at the beach, Phi? Ensign Turco's developed. That's funny. That's funny. Here, PJ Keston. All right, next question. Let's. Yeah. Funny. Let's see. Jet. Question, Jet. Oh, question. Okay, so Ace is not going to join us. I wanted him to. He's going to join us to talk for when we talk. We're going to start talking Trek news on. We're going to start talking Trek news on the Nerd TV channel. So he will be back. So okay, let's see. Okay, so he accepts. So take the Latchkum, we throw it to Jet. Question. Do we get a question? As a love, yeah. No, I don't want problems with Scott Grimes. I don't want Scott Grimes to hate me. That's funny. Yeah, who wants to be in acting, and who really wants to be in acting is JP. JP Gotastic. They should have JP on the Orval. Like, I'll go to space for real with SpaceX. Like, I'll go to space for real, not TV space. I go to space. I'll go to space with Space Force or with what's his name? Elon. Okay, Jet. Do you think we will see a rift in the alliance with the Mocklins? I definitely think so. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think we'll see a rift alliance with the Mocklins? Cilantro El Hombre and a Con Queso del Diablo. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. That's funny. What are you referencing? Guys, check out Fortian's very short fan film. I was thinking it'd be cool if the actor they played, the Grand Nagus. Oh yeah, Grand. You know who that is? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's his name, right? Well, the guy who played in Princess Bride. Yeah. Mandalorian is the way, says Fi with his sunglasses on. Mandalorian is the way. There's a hippo and there's yes, Mandalorian is the way. By the way, all the talk about this, all the talk about the Star Wars Civil War that's going on behind the scenes. If I told you guys what I knew, you could freaking blow your minds. There's like the whole thing about the Civil War at Star Wars. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. Like, I mean, we're getting more. We're starting to hear more from like Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers and other people are talking about it. It's not a secret. It's not a secret about Jon Favreau and George and what they think, and not a secret. It's not a secret. Maybe some people are afraid to talk about it. Like, they don't want to talk about it, or they haven't talked about it for whatever reason, but not a secret. Yeah, hire JP. JP from Egotastic. Egotastic fun time. Here, let's put in JP's. This is his Twitter. Love Shack. If you're not following JP, follow him and his YouTube channel. Well, his Twitch and YouTube channel. No, he's more on Twitch. This is JP. He's fearless leader of the Orval fandom, as I like to say. That's JP. JP Egotastic. So follow him on Twitter. Love Shack. He's a good guy. So I know you would, 14. Actually, listen, someday Ed is going to need to get a haircut. So listen, anybody on the Orval production staff who is listening, someday Ed or Gordon or somebody's going to need to get a haircut. And you don't want an actor with scissors. You know, somebody might get their ear cut off. So you need an actual barber. You need a real life barber. You need the Planetary Union barber, 14 barber. So if you guys are listening, a good Orval spinoff would be where you have, and wouldn't it be great? What a message it would send. Production staff, if you guys are watching this on the replay, production staff, what a message it would send if a fan was chosen to be on the Orval. Somebody like 14. By the way, 14 has some acting experience. So There you go. I have plugged 14 as much as I can. A good Orville spinoff would be where you have Chief Newton, chief engineer on the starbase. Yeah, that's a good idea. Catch up with Chief Newton. Yeah. By the way, guys, Joe Campbell, what's his name? Joe Louis Campbell, I think. Louis Joe, the actor who played Chief Newton. He's on that Space Force show. He's a funny guy. Let's see. 100% says Phi. He likes that comment. Stephen. I'm falling behind. Mocklins. Yes, there's definitely a rift with the Mocklins, guys. Definitely a rift with the Mocklins. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Am I falling really behind? Weirdly, a reference to American Dad. Conceivable, yes. Rip the Union. All male Mocklins will die alone. Rift the Union. All male Mocklins will die alone. You know what? Maybe what if listen, what if in the war against the Kalon, like Ed makes that reference about maybe if they're wiped out, the only Kalon left will be female. On all, and what if the female sanctuary somehow somebody in some of the female Mocklins end up saving the rest of the Rockland race somehow? Wouldn't that be amazing and poetic? Actually, they could go very easily go like JP and PJ as the Orville shuttle pilots. That'd be funny. I actually thought about several times about telling JP to do something together, but he's like, I don't know, he seems like very off in his own thing. But maybe maybe someday we'll, JP and JP. What are the chances of that? That's like, what are the chances of our two of the Orville channels, major Orville channels being that JP and PJ? There's a non-disparaging moment to protect our IP. There's a non-disparaging agreement to protect our IP. I'm not sure, Dave. I'm missing what you're talking about. Let's see. What are you talking about, Dave? Because I'm missing. I might be missing it. I'm sorry. If you can tell me what you meant, I'll address it. I'm here in case shit goes sideways. Thanks, Spy. Oh, thanks, Spy. Spy's here in case shit goes sideways. Do you think? What is that from? I'm here in case shit goes sideways. That's either that or something very much like that. Is yeah, some people are liking it. It's mildly amusing. Do you think Seth ever tuned in here as a lurker? Let's see. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll tell you this. If I were Seth and there's not a lot of, and I created a project like the Orville, I would at least check out what's out there at some point. I'm not saying he doesn't probably watch it, but have he checked that out at some point? I would say likely yes, to be honest, because there's only so many channels doing Orville stuff. I know the answer, but I need a question. We've seen tension arise. Yeah. Mocklins, absolutely. Next question, guys. I'm going to pick somebody else. The Krill. What are the Krill? There's sort of peace with them. Yeah, and a lot of people. I think Steven's the guy who brings it up. Steven who brings it up that the orc-like people who destroyed the orc-like race that destroyed the Krill ship that Ed was on. They're going to show up again. Star Wars. Oh, the Star Wars Rift. I'm sorry, Dave. Yeah, protect the IP. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh no, actually, Dave. Yeah, we're not going to hear about it from George himself or Dave Filoni or what's his name? Or Favreau, John Favreau. And we're probably not going to, and people who are close to them are probably not going to say anything because they don't want to they don't want to stir but other people, people, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten, I think nobody wants to say, I might say something one day. You guys might be surprised what I might say. We'll see. I don't know personally anybody, but yeah, I think people don't just don't want to. People who are close to them don't want to say anything, and I'm not saying I'm close to them, but I'm saying but when people have knowledge of certain things, sometimes without confirmation, they don't want to put their name out. On like Doomcock has done that. He's put himself out there and stuff, and and believe it or not, listen, we're a teeny tiny channel, and if I'm hearing the stuff I hear from sources with a teeny tiny channel, I can't imagine what people like Gary and Nerdrotic, Gary at Nerdrotic and Doomcock are hearing. I mean, why would I? So people say that's impossible that Doomcock has heard stuff. Baloney, bullshit. I'm sure he's heard stuff, and most of it's probably true. Some of it might not be true, but I mean, because they throw people off. But anyway, I am digressing. So I can see Michael Civil War. Yeah, I'm not. Could you even call it a civil war? Because the sanctuary want to keep their male gender. The other, yeah, I mean, what could happen? Because it'd be a small. It would, you know what? It would be more like counterinsurgents, like Maklan, maybe a Maklan, terrorist group or something. Let's see. Chuck Towel. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Philip? Oh, hey, by the way, guys, our friend Philip was actually on that as an extra on that Space Force show. Who's going to tell us about that? We're going to have him on. He's going to tell us about his Orval experience again. And I know there's stuff he can't talk about. I don't know what that is. There's always stuff. There's always stuff Philip can't talk about because Philip works a lot. And until it pops up on the air, like Space Force just did, he couldn't talk about it. So, trinary sex coupling covered by TNG. Yeah. Maklan's new enemy, Krill new allies. That's a good way to mix it up. That's what. So fine. Yeah, fine. It does seem like the Maklans are going that direction. By the way, what? So wait, that statement. What does that mean? Now, what does that mean for Bortus and Kleinen? Does that mean that Kleinen wants to leave the ship and he wants to take Topa with him? So I think I see. So if these issues come up, we're going to see all these family and these like personal issues come up. If like something like that happens. So if something like if something like that happens, we're going to see all these personal issues come up. Any chance to send JP a trip to Italy? Maybe. Funny. That's funny, Love Shack. Yeah. Time travel is forbidden. The Vulcan Science Directorate says there's no such thing as time travel. Time travel is forbidden, says Phi. Johnny Reed, hey, the stage is set for Maklans to break the Union if they really wanted to. Luckily, the Krill can produce weapons for the Union. Yeah. What's up, Alexander? Alexander's eating chips. Yeah, Alexander makes me hungry watching him just eating chips. Talaya, for example, could be a fight that killed her. Would be the fight that killed her brother Curtis. So relationship between her and Ed would have happened. So more tension now that before the finale. Yeah, they left on a good note. I mean, I think they felt, it seemed like they felt on a good note. Asian Muslim's wife, born in USSR, is the best choice. I don't know the details, but I think you might be talking about your wife. So That's the best choice, Alexander. That's the best choice. Thank you, Alexander, for a $2 choice. A $2 choice, $2 Canadian dollars. Thank you, my friend. So Alexander says that's the best choice. So that's his recommendation. Great choice, Alexander. The women, thank you so much, Alexander, my friend. And let me just make sure that, Alexander, you have a wrench, right? Yes. Alexander has a wrench, right? You got a wrench, right, Alexander? Please promote your channel. You don't have a wrench? What? Wait a second. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, please put up your channel, Alexander. And guys, everybody sub to Alexander. If you haven't, he is a great member of the Bird of Prey / Anti-Tracker / Orval Nation community. A good guy. Women Mocklins will have this. Will save the Union from the Krill. Women Mocklins will save the Union from the Krill. Interesting. Clearly superior for Deanna Krill. The Krill are clearly superior. Well, I was working a lot. Once stuff airs or is released, like yeah, exactly, yeah. So Philip, yeah, so Philip is working a lot, and once it airs, he tells us about it. Like he told us the other night. He's like, dude, I was on that show, and I still have to watch. I still have to find you in episode 9, Philip. So, but we're gonna have you on if you if you want to just come on, we'll talk about it. And we can talk about the Orval experience again and stuff. Because some people, not everybody is. We have new followers now who haven't heard about it. Bordis will stay on board. Clyden will stay because he's the head of the Mocklin CIA. Yeah, you guys talk about it all the time. Whoever the spy was, it might be Clyden. How they might address the pandemic in Orval season 3. I don't know. I was gonna pick somebody. What do you guys think about Love Shack's question? You want to take that? Do you guys think now they've supposedly they have all their scripts polished for season 3? Do you guys think they might tweak something? Do you guys think they might pull an episode and add a different episode to address pandemic because they still have 6 episodes to shoot? What do you guys think? Let's take Love Shack's question. Will the pandemic be addressed in season 3? What do you guys think? Yes, no, how? Do you think the Killon could ally it? Yeah. Let's take Steven's question. Actually, that's a good question, Steven. Let's take Love Shack's first, and then we're going to take Steven's question. So, Love Shack. Pandemic. Will the pandemic be addressed? Will the pandemic be addressed? Will the pandemic be addressed? Let's see if you guys are answering that question. Take action figures. Clyden be the head of the Mocklin CIA. Phi says, great question. It is a great question, Love Shack. It is a great question. I am Momo. Maybe if they add an episode, but I doubt it. Listen, a lot of stuff could happen. Who knows? They might actually get money. Like Bird just said something really important. Who knows? They might get money to add an episode because of the amount of time that's gone by. They might get funding for 1 more episode or 2 more episodes. Who knows? Or they might pull one episode. They might pull an episode, save it for season 4, and yeah. What do you guys think? Huh? Johnny says, I don't think so, as they've already polished off the scripts. However, this delay, there's a chance. Yeah, it seems like the way they do things, it would be counterintuitive for them to change something. But with the amount of time that's gone by, and because it's something that's affected so many people, listen, the pandemic has affected the entire planet. I would almost say it's unlikely for them not to address it at some point. Will they do it in season 3? They're going to have to address it at some point, because they're, just because of the nature of the show, they'll try to address it at some point. I think everyone is sick and tired of hearing about the pandemic. I know I am. Yeah. No, we got enough going on in real life. They made the pandemic pretty funny in Avenue 5, says Love Shack. Love Shack's been binging Avenue 5. So he says it's very funny in Avenue 5. We don't talk about 2020. Line set in Orval classroom by a street teacher. Sick of pandemic sweet. Okay. Probably everyone trying to stay safe 6 feet from Lieutenant Dan in the elevator. Listen, if they did it, I think they would do it toward the end. And, listen, because they don't know how things are going to pan out, even though the vaccines, by the way, the vaccines are working already. They have vaccines. The vaccines are working. And the vaccines are, like all the doctors, basically, all the medical staff in Western, at least in Europe and North America and South America, they're well, I'm not sure about South America, but the vaccines being developed are working, and the medical staff, they're basically waiting to get it. Some have even volunteered for the trials, and everybody who's in the trials, most of the vaccines are working. So at least the ones in the United States and Europe. So I think at some point it's going to be over, and people are gonna. I think they'll address it somehow. Let's see. I am rambling. Sorry, I was talking a lot about the vaccine today. The union president will call it the Buckland virus. That's hysterical, Bird. Yeah, the union president will call it F. Murray Abraham, and they will get pissed. Yeah. That's hysterical. Bird is hysterical. Bird is hysterical. That's funny, Bird. I wish she would have been on live with me on the panel to say that. That's hysterical. Mellow alert. Yeah, mellow alert. Putty. It's only one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go to bed. Go to bed, 14. Go to bed. Get a glass of milk. And go to bed. That's amazing. Love Shack. Good night. Sleep tight. Battlestar Pegasus. Do you read me? Battlestar Pegasus. Battlestar Pegasus. I was talking to somebody. Battlestar Pegasus. What does that mean, Phi? Are you talking to us in general? Battlestar Pegasus. Do you read me? Let's see. Sorry, I could hang longer, my friends. Yeah, Johnny, go get some rest. Go get some rest. All right. Yeah, dude, there's no travel, dude. There's no travel, Philip. Yeah, I'm here. That's okay. I'm enjoying myself. I'm used to traveling. I just built up some stock. I have a Beam Rider, Dishester London Blitz. Yeah, I love Bird. Love Bird, Hal. Yeah. Yeah, medieval countries like Spain and France. Frack. By the way, guys, there's a good BSG podcast you guys all know about. Drew on Thursday nights on Supreme Heretics. Let's see. Question. No, 14's gone. Phi, you want to ask a question? Do you want to ask a question, Phi? Let's see if Phi. Boom. Phi had a lot of good questions last time. Throwing Latchkum to Phi. You tell us if you accept Phi. Does Phi have a good Orval question? Preferably Orval question. You can ask a track question if you want, and you can pass if you want. But I'm sure Phi will come up with something. I have to go dinner. Go, Nate. God, Nate has Nate. 1 second. Nate, hold on a second. Put up your channel so people can sub to it. Did you start it yet? Wait, where's Nate? Where's Nate? Nate, you have a wrench. If you started your channel, I think you did. Oh, I can't give you a wrench. That's weird. I can't give you a wrench. All right. Why can't I give you a wrench? I guess you're not allowing me to give you a wrench. All right. Okay. So, Phi, yeah. Boom. Question. Yes, Phi. There's a little lag on the chat, so yeah, we already asked. So I guess a question is coming from Phi. I don't see it yet. Love Shack doesn't like Spain or COVID. We didn't invent the Spanish people did not invent the the COVID. Love Shack. But frack now be could have intended. Good word for free. Yeah, good words. Ask me anything. Do you have a question? Oh, ask you anything. Ask you anything. All right, Phi. Ask you anything. Let's see. Phi, do you think that? Let's see. Phi, do you think that? I mean, unless you're coming up with a question. If you're not coming up with a question, I'll ask you a question. Phi, do you think that what came? Oh, the question was before. The question was before crowdfunding. Crowdfunding. So somebody, Peggy, had said we should ask Orval production staff. So, what do you think, Phi, that they're going to let people crowdfund to make Orville movies, as long as they're proving that there's no will Orville movies be able to crowdfund fan films? Sorry, Orville fan films be able to crowdfund? What do you think? So the limitations when we asked Tom Costantino about this last year were the following: don't profit from the film. That's what the only limitations were on Orville fan films. So if you had to choose between doing a Star Trek fan film and an Orville fan film, you would definitely want to do an Orville fan film because you would not have CBS Viacom being a freaking pain in the ass. That being said, okay. So let's pick somebody else. So that was let's see. All right. That's funny. All right. Let's see. All right. So we could ask Phi anything. So we ask him a question, and Phi does not have a question for the chat. So that's a good question, Stephen. Let's take that question. That's a good question. What do you guys think? Yes, hail Captain Mercer. Oh, shoot. All right. All right. So StreamYards has chosen this moment to kick me off of StreamYards. So before they kick me off, let's answer Steven's question. I'll be back in a sec. So you guys can still hear me. Question is Avis real or is he fictitious? And are we going to have an actor actually playing? Are we going to have an actual actor playing Avis? And I will be right back, guys. All right, guys, back. Sorry. Okay, let's see. So is Avis real or not? Fi has his sunglasses on. Becky did Star Wars. No, Star Wars films have not made money, and there's been some issues with some Star Wars films as well. Avis is an interdimensional entity. I like that interdimensional entity. That's interesting. No, I'm back. StreamYards when I'm abroad, StreamYards kicks me off. Like once per stream sometimes. How? So I'm back. Avis is real. He tries harder. Yeah, it's funny, Jim. After these matches, we'll be right back. Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, well, you guys have been answering the question, right? Avis is like Gozer the Destroyer. Let's see. Fi likes multidimensional beings. Morgan Freeman or William Shatner could play Avis. Yeah. Morgan Freeman or William Shatner could play Avis. Morgan Freeman or William Shatner could play Avis. I almost like Morgan Freeman better for this. I don't know. No, PJ's not naked. Jim Carrey is Avis. Oh, that's interesting. Expects to be. What the hell are you guys talking about? Did we get in trouble saying? No. I get the StreamYards kicks me off. The StreamYard software kicks me off. I was not YouTube. I was trying to figure out how many steps on the Orval between decks. Can't seem to figure it out. That's a very Bird question to ask. That Bird is very analytical. He's an engineer. Our friend Bird is an engineer. He would be, if Bird of Prey was on the crew, he would be head of engineering. Bob Briggs. We're not sure what that is, Jet. What is that? Not in years, such a. Hey, Nerd Cookies, what's up? Want to have you on, my friend, Elaine. Season this cannibal. Oh, you guys are talking. Oh, I know what you guys are talking about. Sunglasses off, says Fi. Neil deGrasse Tyson should play Avis. Yeah, you guys have said that before. Some of you guys have said that before. I was talking about being naked. Ron McFarlane on the Orville. Seth's dad on the Orville. Hello, Orville family. Hello, Ellie. Oh, she doesn't have a wrench? Nerd Cookies doesn't have a wrench? I'm sorry. Yeah, Nerd Cookies, please, we all grow together. So please, if anybody is not subbed to Nerd Cookies, what? Why can't I? Oh, I know why. I can't give you a. Wait a second. I know why I can't do it. One second, Nerd Cookies. I'm going to give you a wrench. 1 second. All right, there we are. Now I can do it. Gotcha. There we are. Nerd Cookies, please post your channel. Anybody who's not subbed to Nerd Cookies, please do, guys. Okay. I remember JBB, Joe Briggs. We were about to make bets on PJ doing off camera. I gotcha. It would be funny if it turned out that Avis was a human invention and children but scary children. DJ's back. Oh, he's leaving. Go have a good run. French Stewart as Avis. Peggy says, yes, that'd be funny. I don't think Shatner or Freeman would like to sit through the makeup needed to play Krill. I have an interesting idea. What if, see, I think it's very likely, it's very possible. What do you guys think about this? I'm going to ask this question. I think it's very possible that Avis can be a godlike being that might not be a Krill. He might be. Listen, and maybe Avis is the. And I don't want to draw more analogies between Star Trek and the Orville, because the Orville is his own thing. It really is now. But maybe maybe Avis is like a Q-like character. Who knows? I don't think Shatner Freeman. What I'm gonna do? Okay. I just did a Star Trek Strange New Worlds video today, and after all the comments I've gotten, I can't help but think about it is, isn't it, Nerd Cookies? It is. Orville is the only Trek left. Python warrior women on the deck. And giants are real, says Phi. Thank you, Phi. Giants are real. Howdy, Jaloja. Nerd Cookies does great content. She does do great content. So, guys, can you please, yes, Nerd Cookies, please put up your channel so we can all of us who are in here, make sure we're all subbed to you, my friend. And the Orville family, you must have a wrench. Yes, you do. Ellie, can you put your thing in here again? Put your channel in here again as well, so people can also sub to you. Our brand new Orville channel, Nerd Cookies. I don't know if you've seen, the Orville family has is another new Orville channel from our community. Bye, Peggy. Thanks for hanging with us. Yeah. Yeah, Love Shack. I just realized you never left. DJ would never leave. I'm sorry for doubting it, DJ. Other people subbed all 5, subbed on. Bonnie convinced me and John to start watching DS9, so we're reviewing on Tuesday. There you go. Awesome, Don. Congrats. Awesome. And Don, let me see. Don, put your all the frequent content creators to our channel get their own wrench to put up their YouTube channels. So please put up yours. Put up yours, Don, and anybody you guys see a YouTube channel out there, please sub to it. Avis is my grandmother, says Phi. Really? Avis is my grandmother. What if? So listen, guys. What if? I'm always going to bring a green beer to. I'm always going to bring a green beer now. What if Avis is a woman? What if Avis is a woman? Very well could be. What if Avis is a woman? Thank you for the suggestion, Phi. Jason Alexander's Avis behind the bar, incognito. Imagine, yeah. Oh, we have to have that Seinfeld simulator episode on the Orville blasphemy. Avis is Krill. Do you want the Red to start the war? Yeah, he could be Krill, or he could be just perceived as Krill by the Krill. I think we all create God in our own image. Stephen, take care. Stephen, take care. Stephen, thanks for hanging with us. Thank you, my friend. Great questions, always great questions from Stephen. Maybe Avis lived and died thousands of years ago, and he left a book that became the Krill religion. That's a really good possibility. That's a possibility. Yes, Mr. Rondell. Thank you. Back to work. I'm seriously so close to my break. Just wanted to see all the amazing Orville film. Yes, guys. Don't forget to sub to Ellie's Orville family, guys. Thank you for stopping by, Ellie. Thank you so much, my friend. I use my old hydro spanner. I use my old hydro spanner. Says Phi as he's fixing the Millennium Falcon. Here's my channel. I'm trying to cover Strange New Worlds. Hopefully, it's a return to classic Trek. Thank you, Nerd Cookies, for putting that up. Thank you, my friend. So, guys, please sub to Nerd Cookies if you haven't. I know some of you have not, so please, a great channel. And to the Orval family as well. I also cover Dune. Oh, really? Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Awesome. Great. Yeah, she covers a lot of stuff. What Avis is female? Well, maybe this Avis is going to be female. I'm behind in the comments, right? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pick somebody else. I got him for 2 channels. What's your other channel, Don? What's your other channel? Is it Vorlon? Yeah, he has kick-ass videos. Questions God doesn't ask questions. It's Phi. Humans, Geologia often are good. We don't have the bladder on Earth to hold properly. Let's see what does God need with a starship? Yeah. Okay. Oh, bonding. Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant in here you had another wrench. What does God need with a starship? What does God need with a starship? Yeah, that's credible. Crowdfund air conditioning for No, the air conditioning is great in the ready room here, in Ed's ready room. That's great, actually. It's nice. I just turned it down a little bit. Let's see. And by the way, Orval fan Claire, thanks to everybody at the Orval fan experience for these awesome backdrops. They let us use. And by the way, they said that anybody can use them. So thank you. Cheers to the Orval fan experience. Okay. Next question. Philip, do you have a question, an Orval question? Are you still here? Philip's not here anymore. Don, do you have a question for the an Orval or Trek question? Preferably Orval. Do you have an Orval question for the chat? And if you accept it, we'll give you a minute to think. If not, you can pass. If Kirk was by, he and Khan totally would have. Yeah, this is one of the Stargates who built this to the. Get my own channel. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you asked that last week. I remember. Weaponizing the transporters. Weaponize the transporters to die. Let's see. Okay, so Don, do you want to ask a question, Don? Yes, or just let me know. Yes or no. So we're taking a Latchkum. Throwing it to Don. Dollified. I couldn't read his name I couldn't read his first time I saw it. I couldn't read his name properly. I was like, do life feed. It's Dollified. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Dollified, right, Don? All right. Don's from Bounding into Comics, just like Drew, just like John. Well, John runs it. All right. So I'm gonna pick somebody else because I'm not seeing. Ellie, are you still here? Do you have an Orval question? Ellie, do you have an Orval question for the chat? Are you still here? So thank you, Jim. Let's come. Ellie. Throwing to Ellie. Do you have a question, Ellie? Do you have a question? I think Ellie just said she left. We're going to say, wait a second, see if Ellie has a question. If not, I'm going to ask, listen, anybody have a question? Because I know you guys, toward the end, I know you guys have a lot of questions you've been thinking of. Does anybody have a question that they want to ask that's come to their mind, that they want to ask? Question. Does anybody have a question they want to ask? Oh, nerd cookies. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you for your $5 super chat. PB, you're so wonderful. I did my first live stream on your channel. That's right, you did. So grateful for that and for encouraging me to check out the Orval. Yes, Nerd Cookies has. Thank you so much for $5 super chat, Nerd Cookies. Nerd Cookies has great content. She's amazing. She's an amazing contributor, and she's been on our channel several times. And she's just a great contributor to any panel, and you have to check out her channel. Her channel is going to kick ass. It's going to be great. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, Nerd Cookies. I appreciate that. And by the way, everybody who has a wrench, please put it out there. Everybody who has a wrench, please put their channels out there, put their social media out there. I don't care if you do it 5-10 times. We all grow together. That's the slogan. That's a new slogan for our channel, by the way. And I haven't put it up on Twitter yet, and I have to put it up all over the place. We all grow together. So I'm going to be putting that up. We all grow together. So thank you, Nerd Cookies. And Elaine, if you would just put up your channel one more time, if you could, I appreciate that. Just put the link to your channel up one more time. Thank you, my friend. I think it's not clear when we're going to get it now. It's not clear when we're going to get it. I think JP said something about it the other day. I have to go back and check. I'm not sure what he said. But the cookies are made with real nerds. Yeah. Shameless plug. Mr. Lindell, guys, Mr. Lindell has great content on his channel. Great older movies, entire old movies you can watch with him as he kind of comments on them. And then everybody comments on them. Please give the show a thumbs up. Thank you, Mando. Thank you. And sub to Mando, guys. All right. Nobody volunteers a question. Let's see. Okay. Which will be first, Orval Season 3 or Major League Baseball? Oh, I think it's easy. Or Major League Baseball. I think that's easy. That's really easy. Yes. Yes, Bird. Yes. I was going to ask a question. So, yeah, give us your question. Guys, don't forget, sub to Nerd Cookies. Yes, Bird, ask the question. Jim says, go Bird. We will get Orval Season 3 after the end of the COVID Season 1. That's funny. Yeah, I love Shaq. Yes, please. Please, Bird. And I have a question right after that. So Bird is accepting Latchkum. Bird is accepting Latchkum. Latchkum Bird. Oh, yeah, I think so. I think so. You're hoping for that, right, Jim? In the episode Home, that was the name of in the episode Home. What was the name of the full name that Alara's father was told to use his hand to serve? Oh, damn. Yeah, like the pot of boiling that he told them to grab it with your hand. Wasn't that it? By Fox, by the guy, by the guy's Billingsley character. What was it? What Friday? Friendly fire mode has been activated. Fi is going crazy tonight. Karogan stew. No, Karogan stew. The pot of boiling. Yeah, the pot of boiling. What was it? I actually think I know this. Well, I don't know it exactly. But that was a fantastic episode, says Nerd Cookies. Love seeing Robert Picardo again. Yes. Yes. Godspeed, says Fi. Not Karogan stew, says Bird. Guys, sub to Mando. Mando Mercenary. Yeah, I thought it was spaghetti something. It was just something with spaghettis. It had to do something. I thought it was something to do with spaghettis. Chipotle sauce. I could go for some Chipotle right now. Turdistani, Tetrazzini. That was funny. Cheers for that, Jim. I'm always going to bring green beer now. Oh, it's something sauce. That was something spaghetti. Riker's Europe Unicorn Bunny Soup. Zalayan tequila sauce. What is it, guys? All right. What are the names? Crystal Skull Soup. The names in the closed caption. Really? But he says something, doesn't it? All units stand by. Fi is like in gung-ho mood tonight. Fi is in gung-ho mood. Terran last stand. COVID salad sauce. All right. I thought it was something to do with spaghettis, but I guess I don't know if it's spaghetti sauce. All units stand by. Crystals begins with Orval Nation Blood Wine. It begins with No. All right, so I don't know what it is. Oh, close. What episode was that again? Home? All right, nobody's getting it. Wait a second. If nobody's getting it, Cheval sauce. Oh, wow. Is that it? Oh, Cheval. Oh, okay. All right. So Mando basically got it using the spelling right. All right. Triple sauce. Good question, Bird. Bird always gives us a stumper. Well, not always, but that's a good question. That was a good question. Let's see. Project Dreamscape is go. Dreamscape. Remember that old Dreamscape movie from like the 80s? Remember that Dreamscape movie about the 80s? Okay. All right. Let's take a few more questions. Let's see. Jet, you want to ask another question? Jet, do you want to ask another question, Jet? Same. The movie, Dreamscape movie? I don't remember it exactly, but I remember like we had just bought a VCR, I think. And like that's like one of the first movies we rented, I think. Dreamscape. Remember the excitement? Remember the excitement, guys, when you would of just like going to the video store, the excitement of getting your movie for Friday night or for Saturday night. Watch it again. Okay. I will watch it again, actually. Dennis Quaid. Okay, yeah. We'll check it out again. Thanks, Fi. That's a good suggestion, actually. Yeah. Mr. Lindell can't put that on his channel. We can't put that kind of movie on his channel, I don't think. But yeah, thanks. I will do that. Fine. Let's see. All right. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question. Let's see. I'm gonna ask a question. Oh, this is looking pretty super. The shirt is looking pretty super tonight. Let's see. All right. I'm just doing that while I think of a question. Let's see. Let's see. That's a wonderful adaptation. That's funny. Funny. Yeah, lucid dreaming is fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Did they explain in Picard? Did they explain? I think they did. I'm like tuned out right now. I think they did. Let me think about it, Nerd Cookies, and I'll write back to you. I think they did. Yeah, lucid dreaming is fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Okay, let's see. What was the question I was going to ask? All right, I've asked this question before. If we have an episode, without the principal characters in it, who would you want it to be focused on? If we had an episode in season 3 without the primary, the focus was not the primary characters, so development of secondary or tertiary characters, who would it be? In Pixelate, we'll take your question. So answer this question first, guys. Who would it be a development episode of a secondary or tertiary character? Who would it be? And Pixelate, LDG is going to give us his question. Yaphet? Yeah, Yaphet. Okay. Development of Yaphet. I don't know. Yaphet is like, all right. Yaphet is kind of a secondary character. I actually think he's just not more of a primary character, probably because it's probably, I don't know how expensive it is to make Yaphet happen. Um, or complex, if it adds more complexity to the production process, how much more complexity it adds. But so a lot of you guys are saying Yaphet for sure. Yeah. Yeah. The Orval janitor. Yeah. The Orval janitor. That'd be interesting. Well, like a maintenance guy. Actually, that's what. So for Tian, what he was asking was, he came up with the yellow uniform. He was, we were talking about it originally. What would a barber be, and what would some of the people who were taking care of certain things on the ship, what kind of just like regular ship activities, functions, maybe not maintenance of the actual ship because that would be more engineering, but of life on the ship, maintaining quality of life on the ship. I think quality of life. Actually, I think we came up with that name, quality of life. Fortin's gone; he's gone to bed. But sub chief cook. So the question was, what secondary or third or tertiary characters would you want to have developed? And most people are saying Yaphet. Turco Dan Yaphet, the porn tardigrade. The porn tardigrade, the dude that runs the restaurant, played by Will Nassau. So, yeah, the porn tardigrade. Listen, the porn tardigrade. Tom Costantino recently put up a picture of that. I think. I remember retweeting it. The porn tardigrade. He's like, he's just like, we just see him like once. Like, yeah, he's like, he's very memorable. But love to see more of him. Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis plays the Orval janitor. More Norm. Yeah, Norm Macdonald. More Norm Macdonald. Maybe Norm Macdonald in a different. Wasn't like the ogre that in the first episode? Wasn't the ogre that I gotta look it up? Wasn't the ogre that Gordon was playing with the sword and he cuts his head off? Wasn't that Norm Macdonald? I think it was. The medbay nurse dude, yeah, the Asian guy, he gets killed, right? He dies, right? I think he dies. I think he's dead. Yeah. I just got an interesting idea for a question. Yaphet into the holodeck version. Be like that. What about this? What about an emergency medical program or simulation or something? What do you guys think about that? Somebody had a question. Who had the question, guys? That I said, who had a question? Oh, LDG. LDG, what do you LDG? What's the question? Pixelate. There you are. No replicator, no robots, no Neelix. The ship's barber. Yeah. We went 14 barber to be on the Orville. All right. We'd like to see Priya come back somehow since the timeline meddling. Yeah. So where's the question? You can ask a Trek question, Pixelate. Oh, DG, you can ask a Trek question. Go ahead, ask one if you have it. Interesting, Jim. What episode did Mahar do speak? All right, let's take that question. What do you guys? This is DS9. What do you guys think? The emergency medical jello. What episode? What episode, guys? Pixelate's question. Let's see if anybody. If Bird is still around, he'll probably get it. The emergency medical jello. Emergency ship's barber. Medium difficulty for track, quiet for it. Oh, profit motive. Okay, that's it. All right. I've seen DS9 too many times. All right. Let's see. Let's ask. I am going to ask. All right. This question. How might we see the Caliban? How might we see the Caliban, the guys who kept the zoo? Bear in mind, we haven't seen them since the beginning of season 1. Right? We haven't seen the Caliban. So how might the Caliban be brought into season 3? How might the Caliban be brought into season 3? A whole episode of the P Corner. You could, yeah. It'd be like Seinfeld episode, a whole episode of a Chinese, waiting for a Chinese table at a Chinese restaurant. What does not simply CDS9 too many times? I knew, I was waiting for somebody to say that. Yeah, Dave said it. Caliban. Phi knows. All right, Phi. How are they going to bring the Caliban into? How are they going to bring the Caliban? They didn't finish watching Housewives of Orange County yet. All right, let's see if Phi tells us. Phi, are you going to tell us how? What about everybody else? How are they going to bring the Caliban into season 3? Some of you guys have said that. So, because the Caliban don't talk to races that are beneath them, you know, in, as far as development, technological development, they basically talk like they talk to the Kalan. We know that. What about? So some of you guys have mentioned that the Kalan might bring them in as an ally, even though the Kalan deep down inside probably don't want to be aligned with any biologicals. Well, they basically said that they don't want to be aligned with any biologicals, right? But it's everything the Union didn't want to do. It's everything the Union didn't want to do. Okay. It's everything the Union didn't want to do. The Union has been okay. So there's aspects about, well, it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of things, Phi. The Mocklin are enemies. The Krill are friends. Yeah. So basically the ooh, this is a crazy idea. That's a crazy idea, guys. What if the Mocklins are so pissed off at the female Mocklins? What if the Mocklin government is so pissed off at the female Mocklins that they just sell female Mocklins to the Caliban zoos? Get rid of their problem. And they have they incarcerate these female troublemakers by just giving them to the Caliban Zoo. What about that? So Feist is Macklins are enemies, Quill are friends. That could be the new thing for season 3. There's tension there. There's a lot of tension. There's also a lot of friends. There's also a lot of friends among the Macklins. So the tensions, the tensions between the Macklins and the Union, there's tension there, but the tensions really have to escalate. They really still have to escalate for Macklins to be our enemies. Our enemies, I'm talking like we're the Union. But questioning the motives of those who wanted to bring the Kalan into the Union. What about questioning the motives of those who wanted to bring the Kalan into the Union? Questioning the motives of those who wanted to bring the Kalan into the Union. That's interesting. Are you saying that maybe there's spies among the Union, Jim? Or listen, not crazy. Look, not crazy, guys. Not crazy that we could see very well down the road. We could see Kalan that, kind of like the Cylons do in Battlestar. Kalan that look like humans. That's funny, Love Shack. They might be the ones who might be able to detect the changes in the timeline. Season 3. Interesting. That's a good. Like we were talking before. Yeah, we were asking before if anybody might have a Guinan-like ability to sense changes in the timeline, like in yesterday's Enterprise. And Pixelate says, yeah, maybe the Caliban kind of do. That's interesting. They have some technology. You're saying maybe they do have technology. I often think I'm watching 2 shows when I watch the Orval. I often think that I'm watching 2 shows when at times I see it as Star Trek, Family Guy, and at other times it goes deep and turns into a fantastic iteration of Star. Yeah, I actually, to be honest, guys, I've really looked at. I've really been analyzing the Orville a lot, to be honest, and threaten the whole Union. It's not my fault, says Fi. What's not your fault? Oh, excuse me. The Michaels are enemies and Quills are friends. And there are aspects of the Orville that are either on par with best of Trek or better than Trek, or better than the best of Trek. There are moments in the Orville that are better than the best of Trek. There are things they're doing that are slightly different or slightly go beyond in certain ways. Some wanted the Kalan to help defeat the Krill, but wouldn't that be counter to the core principles of the Union? Because they're racist? Because is that why? I'm just trying to see the reasoning, Jim. Because the Kalan are racist. Like even Ed says it in the first episode. Aren't you guys legendarily racist? We should not mess with the time travel too often. Like how Daniels had an Enterprise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Daniels and Enterprise had that technology from the future. How so, Jim, exactly? How so? Some wanted the Kalan to help defeat the Krill, but wouldn't it be counter to the principles of the Union? How so exactly, Jim? Good night, bird. Kopla. That's not a Klingon thing. That's not a Klingon symbol. Kopla bird. Good night. Hi, my friend. Kopla bird. Nerd Cookies agrees. There are moments that are better than the best of Trek. The Dolly Parton moment was the best example of that for me. Yeah, okay. See, nerd cookies. We got to talk more about this. There's moments. Yeah, there's moments of simplicity that are turned into something great, and I think you hit it on the head with that comment right there. There are moments of simplicity that are turned into something great. I think that's, yeah. We got to talk more about this. We got to get you on. We got to talk. I'm gonna DM you later, Nerdy Cookies, about something because it's been on my mind. So we are going to start, guys. We're going to start reviewing. Let's take one or two more questions. We're going to start reviewing season 1 and then 2, season 1 and then 2 of the Orville. We're going to start doing it. Hopefully, it'll pass the time until we get to season 3. I've been putting it off a little bit, so we've been putting off starting, so we get there's about, was it 20? Was it 21, 22? How many episodes is it? I'm not sure how many episodes it is exactly. Yeah, so I've been putting it off. I think if we start soon, it'll get us real close to season 3. We do one a week. Godspeed says, Fi. I thought the Union recruited new worlds to enrich themselves, not to gain advantage. Yeah. So they're doing it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So they're doing it for strategic reasonings. Yeah, I wouldn't hold that like that. Yes, Dave. Let's see when Seth puts out an actual working Latchkum toy. Maybe with a buzzing feature. We would basically come to the conclusion that the blade coming out is not a good idea unless it's made out of plastic. But it might not still be child safe. Maybe a little buzzer. All right. Yeah, I see what you mean, Jim. All right. Let's see. Dave, do you have a question? Do you have a question, Dave? Do you want to ask an Orval question? Let's take a couple more questions. And before we wrap things up. So, Dave, does Dave have a question? You can accept or decline, Dave. If you accept, we'll just give you a minute to think about a question. Let's see. I think there could be an underground philosophical rift among the Union worlds that could threaten it internally. The Mocklin situation could also exacerbate that. Yeah, listen, it'd be interesting. It's going to be really interesting, guys, for us to learn more. It's going to be really interesting for us to learn more about the Orville universe, the planetary union itself. I think we're going to learn a lot more this season, because they've really set Seth has set a strong foundation, and I think now that they're gonna be able to show us more sides, to more dimensions to everything. So Jim, I think it'd be an underground philosophical rift on the union that could threaten it internally. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, and as there's more of a threat, Wire being well, I didn't want to make a Star Trek comparison. Yeah, but why like the Star Trek would be, and Starfleet was being threatened by the Borg. They were facilitating entry into the Federation for planets that had just become warp capable. It's not getting advantage over its enemies and enriching themselves. The same thing. It's not getting advantage over its enemies and enriching themselves. The same thing, says Live the Love Shack. Okay, Dave says no question. Hail to the Union. Yes, hail to the Union. By religion. Dude, Mando, if you can do that, let's talk. And when I'm back in New York, we're both in New York, so we're dude, if you think you can build that, I was gonna, yeah. I mean, let's do it. That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's give it a shot. I mean, amazing. If you can do that, wow. Thou shalt not spread Alex Kurtzman's COVID over the. Uh, you can tell Seth is a. You can tell Seth is a pure writer. Writing is so lacking in so many of these series. Oh yeah, yeah. The writing is great, and yes, absolutely, Elaine. Absolutely, Elaine. Yeah. Praise be to Sardos. Yes, praise be to Sardos. Yes, Phi or Sardos. Um, difference between Klutztrek and the Orville is the Orville writers, and the difference between Klutztrek and Orville is the Orville writers and writers and make the story work and entertaining. Yeah. I don't remember who it was. I saw on Twitter the other day. I actually think it was Sardos tweeted something. It just came to my mind. I think it was. I think he said something like, the wokeness was woven into like the wokeness is already woven into. Oh shit! It slipped. The wokeness is, it didn't break. The wokeness is like woven into the Orville, and it's true. Like you can't say that progress on all these social fronts and all these social issues is not being made on the Orville. Wokeness in the sense of being having social awareness and having it integrated. These issues, modern day relevant issues are being integrated into the story in very ingenious ways. So I do think that. we got to talk if you're serious. If you're that serious. But hopefully something. I mean, I don't know about something. I don't know about a real blade. So I don't know about a real. If you're serious, we'll talk. Let's talk, Mando. If you're serious, let's talk, man. You can be if you thought provoking without clubbing people over the head with a narrative like most. Yeah. Yeah. So the Orville is creating dialogue. Seth is creating conversation. Seth is creating conversation on all kinds of topics without beating it over, without preaching to anybody, without beating over anybody, on the head, beating over the head anybody with it, and not preaching to anybody. And yeah, Elaine, absolutely, yeah. And this game is okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going to ask. Mando, you want to take a question or not? Let's take this last question. Let's see. We'll take one more question. Unless somebody comes up with a question, let's take one more question. Yeah, we talked about this months ago, says Dave. They made a hot potato ball that does the electric shock thing. They did make it? Oh, they did make it, Dave? Okay. Mando, do you have a question? If not, I will ask a final question. Let's see. Okay, we'll give him a second. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, we definitely talked about it. I just don't remember everything with details. Yeah. Escape pods are gone. Okay. And I'm going to have let me see. Let me ask. We'll give Mando a second. We'll give Mando a second. I'm going to ask a question. What do you guys think about Topa? Are we going to see anything? Are we going to see? So Topa should be, well, he's probably about like 5, right? Years old now, or 4. I don't know how old he is. No, he's younger. He's younger than that in Earth years. But as far as his development, are we going to see? Do you guys think we're going to see in season 3, or we have to wait? Maybe we have to wait for season 4. Are we going to start to see like developmental issues or topics come up, or even him questioning? And on a ship that's small, we talked about this before, that somehow he would find out, maybe from some other kid, that he was a girl before, that he was a female when he was born. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're gonna have those Topa issues come up in season 3? Where are we going to start to have those like, you know, him questioning himself, or discovering things, or discovering things about himself? Hop table available at the antique toy store. Swap. Okay. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we don't get to, dude, the freaking YouTube notifications don't really work. The best thing is I always post it on Twitter. Next stream, guys. Okay, so Thursday evening at 5:30. Thursday at 5:30, guys. Thursday at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, 2:30 Pacific. We are interviewing actor Corin Nemec. He's going to tell us about his summer tour. He's going to tour. He's going to do like a documentary about. I think it's going to be like about COVID or post-COVID. Hopefully, it's post-COVID. He's going to tour America, basically, and he's taking a couple film guys with him, and he's going to turn it into some kind of documentary. I think it sounds really interesting. So he's a friend of the channel. We're going to support his America tour, and he's going to be on. So Corin's going to be on Thursday with us, and it should be really interesting. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, nobody's getting notifications. A lot of people don't. I never get notifications. Sardas speaks to us, says Phi. Would you prefer being electrocuted or stabbed by Latchkum? Are you just messing with me? You're not. I actually think I actually have a few ideas for actually doing one with a 3D printer that might actually work. By the way, how fast is Topa growing? Will he pass up Claire's kids in physical development? Will he identify as a she? Will Topa become a crew member? Yeah, there's all these questions. Is somebody going to go like full out Wesley and be like, was it field commissioned Ensign or something like that? So this is on. Phi is giving us math problems. Let's see. Yeah. Sardas is the wizard. I never get notifications for Latchkum night. Yeah. I'm just seeking Kelsey Grammer as an evil. Yeah, Kelsey Grammer would be nice. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right, guys. If we have no question, then we will wrap things up. So, guys, don't forget to. I guess we don't have a question. Oh, I'm sorry, we do. I'm sorry, Mendo. I apologize. I'm just messing with you. Do you? Oh, I didn't realize that was a question right after that. Do you? I thought it was a comment. We'll see typical evil admiral episode. Like, okay, so will we see an evil admiral episode? What do you guys? That's what you guys were talking about. Okay, Kelsey Grammer. Yeah, we'll see. The answer is quantum. This is not Star Trek Discovery. I was done rewatching Frasier. Yeah, I think eventually we will. I actually see. We could get. There could see. Okay, so there could be. I'm not sure about an evil admiral. There could be friction with an admiral. There could be friction with. I think Ted Danson's going to be physically on the Orville someday. By the way, on the ship of the Orville. Like we could have. You could have tensions between. Between Captain and Admiral, Ed Mercer and an Admiral, about ethical stuff. I don't know if it'll be evil, but we could have those kind of scenarios. The interesting thing about Section 31 is that comment deleted by Section 31. Section 31. Is there going to be a Section 32 on the Orville, just as poke fun? Don't waste Kelsey Grammer like TNG did. I agree that. I agree. Kelsey Grammer would have been great to have as a recurring role. Yeah. He still would be for, on the Orville. He'd be great to have as a recurring. Ted Danson's the evil admiral. Yeah, except, really? You think it might really actually be evil? Or just like there'd be situations where there's tension or conflict, but would he be evil? Listen, I forget who the African American actor is who plays the other admiral. He's the guy. He was the guy who was friends with J.G. Hertzler. Forget his name. We could listen. There could be things in place. This is really interesting. All right, this is actually really interesting, guys. There's probably, knowing Seth, there's probably things already put in place that could go either way. And there's characters that could be, they could have been placed already within our framework of Orville reality that they could become evil, or they have already been thought out to someday become evil. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of foresight with the way, Seth's work ethic is. Pixelate, do you guys think that the transport technology disappeared when Priya did? Yeah, that's about, yeah. So Pixelate, that's a good question. Pixelate LDG has brought that up before. I think you've brought that up before, right, LDG? About Ed Mercer, you think that Ed Mercer has that piece of Priya technology. I think I forgot to go back and rewatch that. Rewatch that. Yeah, he does. He does have that Priya technology. He does have it, doesn't he? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Pixelate's question? And Pixelate. Oh shit! Wait a second. Pixelate. Wait a second. Pixelate, you don't have a wrench. Hold on one sec. Put up Pixelate. Put up your channel. LDG. Put up your channel. Now you have a wrench. Put up your channel, please, so people can sub to Pixelate. Guys, it's a LDG's LDG's channel, please. It's LDG's other channel, secondary channel. Let's see, the Love Shack. Yeah, they could have done a lot with Kelsey. They could have done a lot with Kelsey. Yeah. Jordan. No, it's no. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, JG was telling us about him. They're friends. What was it? Hold on a second. What am I doing? Guys, after we finish, head over to Trey's stream. He's interviewing somebody. Let's see. Actually, let me just, you know what? Here. Actually, if Trey is already into his, I forget what time he was starting at. Trey is, let's see. I'm going to wrap things up because I knew Trey was having a special guest. So let's all head over to Trey is starting. So I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Let's all head over to Max World Entertainment and support Trey on his thing. Starfleet is the chocolate war. Let's run the chocolate war. Transporters are evil. Didn't it blast them? We gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch that. Transporters are evil. Priya vanished, but the tech was in the desk. Yeah, I think he's right. I gotta go back. Yeah. Well, Pixel, we trust Pixel. We trust LDG, whatever he's saying. So it's in the desk. Pixelate. I didn't make sense because he knew she was going to. Now it didn't. Was like there's no reason for the tech to disappear with her, right? Even though it's in the desk, there's no reason to. I need a Hydra spanner. Says Phi. Yeah, so we're gonna go head over to Trey's channel. You guys all have a great night. I'm just looking through the comments. Yeah, Fi, you take a shuttle. Don't let that transporter scramble your molecules. Yeah. Thank you guys. If anybody who's not subbed, there's a few people in here who are not subbed to Pixelate. Please do. It's the LDG second channel. And when the doctors appeared, the Mind Whipper did. Last episode. Oh. Doctors appeared. Oh. Okay. I gotta go back and watch that. All right. You guys go to bed. Louise, go. Yeah, you're in the UK. Go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed listening to Trey. I think. So, hello, Kigo Rogers. An Orval take on the mirror universe would be great. That's interesting. Yeah. Good night, John. Good night, everyone. What is that? Good night, Phi. Good night, Jim. Good night, Pixelate. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys all have a great night. Thank you, Pixelate, Jim, Phi, John, Kigo Rogers, Louise, Adega, Mac, Dave G Sound, the Orville family, Elaine, Mando, everybody who's been in here, guys. It was a great stream. Love Shack, Nerd Cookies, everybody's been in here. Thank you, guys, Louise. You guys all have a great night. Be safe. And Bonnie, have a great day if you're still in here, if you're in New Zealand. You guys have a great day. Head over to Max World Entertainment. He has started. So take care, guys. Thank you for a great stream and a great session of Latchkum. Thank you, guys. Good night, Jim. Good night, Dave. Good night, Faye. Good night, Love Shack. And Ibiza. Yeah, I wish. Yeah. All right. Good night, guys. Bye, Louise.